15 times royal staff turned against the British royals. Life behind the gilded doors of Buckingham Palace and other royal residences has long been shrouded in mystery, with an expectation of utmost discretion from those who work within. However, over the years, a number of staff members have chosen to break that silence, revealing intimate details and personal anecdotes about the lives of the royals. From scandalous revelations about Princess Diana's struggles to the controversy surrounding King Charles and the fallout from Prince Harry and Meghan's decision to step back from royal duties, no member of the royal family's been spared from the prying eyes and loose lips of disgruntled or opportunistic staff. Here are 15 times the royal staff turned against the British royals. Number 1. Diana's butler, Paul Burrell. Paul Burrell, the former butler of Diana, Princess of Wales, caused a significant stir within the royal family when he published his controversial book, A Royal Duty, in 2003. This tell-all memoir revealed intimate details about Princess Diana's life, her tumultuous marriage to King Charles, then Prince of Wales, and her strained relationship with the royal family. The book delved into Princess Diana's struggles with bulimia, her feelings of isolation, and her frustrations with the rigid protocols of the monarchy. Despite his close relationship with Princess Diana, Burrell's decision to share these personal accounts was widely criticized as a betrayal of trust and a breach of confidentiality. The royal family condemned Burrell's actions, accusing him of exploiting his former employer's private life for personal gain. The book's revelations not only tarnished Princess Diana's legacy, but also cast a shadow over the royal family's public image, fueling further scrutiny and speculation about their internal dynamics. Number 2. Sarah, Duchess of York's financial advisor, John Bryan. In the early 1990s, the British royal family faced another embarrassing scandal when compromising photographs of Sarah, Duchess of York, and her financial advisor, John Bryan, surfaced in the media. The photographs taken during a vacation in St. Tropez depicted Bryan and the Duchess in a compromising situation, fueling rumors of an inappropriate relationship. The scandal was particularly damaging for the royal family as Sarah was still married to Prince Andrew, Duke of York, at the time. The Duchess's indiscretion not only threatened her marriage, but also brought significant embarrassment and scrutiny to the monarchy. The incident was widely covered by the tabloid press, further tarnishing the royal family's image and reputation. Despite the Duchess's apologies and attempts to reconcile with Prince Andrew, the damage was done. Number 3. The Queen's Nanny revelation. In 1950, Marion Crawford, a former governess to the late Queen Elizabeth and Princess Margaret during their childhood, published a controversial book titled The Little Princesses. The book provided intimate details about the young princesses' lives, including their daily routines, personal habits, and interactions with their parents, King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, later known as the Queen Mother. Crawford's decision to divulge these private details was seen as a breach of trust and a violation of the royal family's privacy. The book's revelations were particularly upsetting to the monarchy as they exposed aspects of the royal children's upbringing and family dynamics that were meant to remain confidential. The late Queen Elizabeth, who was just a teenager at the time of the book's publication, was deeply hurt by Crawford's actions. The breach of trust led to Crawford's estrangement from the royal family, and she was effectively blacklisted from any future association with them. Number 4. The Prince of Wales' valet sells stories. During the tumultuous period of King Charles' marriage to Princess Diana in the 1990s, one of his former valets, George Smith, added fuel to the media frenzy by selling stories to tabloid newspapers. Smith, who had worked closely with the then Prince of Wales, revealed intimate details about the couple's private lives, including their marital difficulties and alleged infidelities. These unauthorized disclosures not only exacerbated the already strained relationship between King Charles and Princess Diana, but also further damaged the royal family's public image. The revelations fueled speculation and gossip, portraying the monarchy as an institution plagued by dysfunction and personal turmoil. King Charles and the royal family were deeply upset by Smith's actions, which they viewed as a betrayal of trust and a violation of the confidentiality expected from royal staff members. Number 5. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex's personal assistant resignation. Just 6 months after her highly publicized wedding to Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, faced a significant staffing challenge with the resignation of her personal assistant. The departure of the unnamed assistant, who had previously worked for the royal family, fueled rumors of difficulties between Meghan and her staff members. The resignation was seen as an indication of potential tensions or clashes within the Duchess's team, with speculation swirling about her demanding work expectations and management style. The incident raised questions about Meghan's ability to adapt to the rigors and protocols of royal life, as well as her relationships with those tasked with supporting her in a new role. The departure of a key staff member so soon after her entry into the royal family cast a shadow over Meghan's early days as a duchess, prompting concerns about her ability to navigate the complex dynamics and expectations of the monarchy. Number 6. The Royal Feud book. In 2020, author Tom Quinn stirred controversy with the release of his book, Kensington Palace, an intimate memoir from Queen Mary to Meghan Markle. Based on interviews with palace insiders and former staff members, the book delved into alleged feuds and divisions within the British royal family. Quinn's work painted a picture of a household plagued by internal conflicts, power struggles, and clashes between various factions. From the strained relationship between the late Queen Elizabeth and Princess Diana to the reported tensions between Prince William and Prince Harry's wives, the book shed light on the rumored rifts and rivalries that existed behind the palace walls. The revelations from former staff members, albeit anonymous, fueled speculation about the royal family's internal dynamics and the challenges they faced in maintaining a united front. The book suggested that staff discontentment and disgruntled employees were not uncommon, with some insiders feeling compelled to share their experiences and observations with the author. Number 7. Prince Andrew's former maid criticizes work environment. In recent years, a former maid who worked for Prince Andrew, Duke of York, spoke out about the demanding work environment at Buckingham Palace. The unnamed staff member, who had served the royal family for several years, spoke candidly on the challenges and pressures faced by those employed by the monarchy. According to the Maid, the expectations placed on royal staff members were exceptionally high, with strict protocols and rigorous standards governing every aspect of their duties. From maintaining immaculate living quarters to adhering to exacting personal preferences, the demands were relentless and left little room for error. The Maid's revelations highlighted the toll that working for the royal family could take on staff members, with long hours, high stress levels, and the constant fear for making mistakes that could potentially lead to dismissal. Her account offered a rare glimpse into the behind-the-scenes realities of serving one of the world's most famous families. Number 8. The Sussexs' staff turnover. In the years following their highly publicized wedding, Prince Harry and Meghan, Duke and Duchess of Sussex, faced a series of staff resignations and departures. This high turnover rate raised eyebrows and fueled speculation about the working conditions and the couple's relationship with their employees. Among the notable departures were the Duchess's personal assistant, who resigned after just 6 months, and the couple's private secretary, who stepped down after less than a year in the role. These abrupt exits, coupled with reports of other staff members leaving their positions, painted a picture of potential turmoil or dissatisfaction within the Sussexes' inner circle. The reasons behind the staff turnover remained largely speculative, with rumors ranging from clashes over work styles and expectations to allegations of bullying behavior. Regardless of the specific causes, the high rate of resignations raised concerns about the couple's ability to retain and maintain a stable team of trusted advisors and support staff. Number 9. The Mexit Book. In the wake of Prince Harry and Meghan's controversial decision to step back from their senior royal roles in 2020, a book titled Finding Freedom shed light on the couple's motivations and the alleged mistreatments they faced within the palace walls. Written by Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand, the book drew upon interviews with unnamed sources close to the Sussexes, offering an inside perspective on the events leading up to their departure. From reported rifts with other members of the royal family to allegations of unfair treatment by courtiers and palace staff, the book painted a picture of a couple who felt increasingly isolated and unsupported. One of the book's key points was that Prince Harry and Meghan faced numerous misunderstandings and clashes with royal staff members, who were perceived as resistant to change and unwilling to adapt to the couple's modern approach. These alleged tensions were cited as contributing factors in their decision to forge a new path outside the confines of the monarchy. Number 10. The Crown Consultations. As the critically acclaimed Netflix series The Crown continued to chronicle the life of the late Queen Elizabeth and the British royal family, reports emerged that some former staff members had consulted on the show's production. While the identities of these consultants were never officially confirmed, their alleged involvement raised concerns within the monarchy about the portrayal of certain events and the potential breach of confidentiality. The royal family's long been protective of its public image and has historically maintained a veil of secrecy over its inner workings. The prospect of former employees sharing insights and details with the show's creators sparked discomfort and unease among some members of the royal household. There were concerns that these consultations could lead to the dramatization of sensitive or private moments, potentially tarnishing the family's reputation or revealing closely guarded secrets. Despite the show's disclaimer that it's a fictionalized account, the involvement of individuals with first-hand knowledge of the royal family's private lives raised questions about the boundaries of artistic license and the potential impact on the monarchy's carefully curated public persona. Number 11. Confidential letters leak. In the early 2000s, a series of confidential letters written by King Charles, then Prince of Wales, to various government officials and public figures were leaked to the media, sparking a controversy dubbed the Black Spider Memos. The leaked correspondence, which spanned several decades, revealed King Charles' extensive lobbying efforts on a wide range of political issues, from the environment and architecture to agriculture and education. His candid opinions and passionate advocacy on these subjects were seen by some as overstepping the boundaries of the monarch's traditional role as a politically neutral figurehead. The leak of these private letters, known for King Charles' famously elaborate handwriting, caused significant embarrassment for the royal household. It raised concerns about the future monarch's potential to exert undue influence on matters of public policy and sparked debates about the appropriate level of involvement for members of the royal family in political affairs. While King Charles defended his actions as a legitimate exercise of his right to express concerns as a citizen, the leak highlighted the delicate balance the monarchy must strike between maintaining impartiality and advocating for causes they're passionate about. Number 12. Royal Chef Revelations. Over the years, several former royal chefs have shared insights into the culinary preferences and dietary habits of the British royal family, offering a glimpse into their private lives and daily routines. Notable revelations have come from chefs like Darren McGrady, who worked for Queen Elizabeth, Princess Diana, and King Charles, and Carolyn Robb, who served as a personal chef to King Charles and Princess Diana. These insiders have disclosed details about the royals' favorite dishes, their dietary restrictions, and even the occasional culinary quirks or indulgences. For instance, McGrady revealed that the late Queen Elizabeth was particularly fond of chocolate biscuit cake and had a penchant for well-done steaks, while Princess Diana favored dishes like stuffed bell peppers and bread and butter pudding. Robb, on the other hand, shed light on King Charles' preferences for organic produce and his efforts to incorporate healthier options into the royal menu. Number 13. The Royal Dressmaker's Book. Elizabeth Emanuel, the designer behind Princess Diana's iconic wedding dress, caused a stir in the fashion world and beyond when she published a book detailing her experience working with the late princess. In her memoir, A Dress for Diana, Emanuel provided an intimate account of the design process, sharing insights into Princess Diana's personal style and the meticulous attention to detail that went into creating the fairy tale gown. From the intricate embroidery and lacework to the dramatic 25-foot train, Emanuel's book offered a behind-the-scenes look at the making of one of the most famous dresses in history. However, the book also delved into the designer's personal relationship with Princess Diana, revealing the close bond they shared and the princess's own input and preferences throughout the design process. Emanuel's candid portrayal of her time with the royal family sparked discussions about the boundaries of confidentiality and the appropriate level of disclosure when it comes to working with high-profile clients. Number 14. Security Officers Tell-All. Ken Worf, Princess Diana's former protection officer, caused a stir in the late 1990s when he published a tell-all book about his time serving the late princess. Titled Diana, Closely Guarded Secret, the book offered an insider's perspective on Princess Diana's private life and her interactions with the royal family. Worf, who had been part of Princess Diana's security detail for several years, provided detailed accounts of her struggles with bulimia, her personal relationships, and the tensions that arose within the royal household as her marriage to King Charles unraveled. He also shed light on the princess's philanthropic efforts and her desire to connect with the public in a more personal and relatable way. While Worf's book was praised for its honest and compassionate portrayal of Princess Diana, it also raised concerns about the breach of trust and confidentiality expected from those in close proximity to the royal family. Number 15. The Queen's Press Secretary Memoirs. Dickie Arbiter, who served as the Queen's press secretary for over a decade, caused a stir when he published his memoir, On Duty with the Queen, in 2014. In the book, Arbiter provided an insider's account of his time working for the late Queen Elizabeth, offering a rare glimpse into the inner workings of the royal household. From his perspective as a trusted advisor and confidant, Arbiter shared anecdotes and observations about the Queen's daily routines, her relationships with other members of the royal family, and the challenges she faced in maintaining the monarchy's public image. He also shed light on the intricate protocols and traditions that governed life within the palace walls. While Arbiter's memoir was largely respectful and portrayed the Queen in a positive light, it raised questions about the appropriateness of a former staff member disclosing personal details and behind-the-scenes accounts. From Princess Diana's butler and security officers to royal chefs, dressmakers, and even the Queen's press secretary, these insiders offered an unprecedented look into the private lives and inner workings of the royal family. While some revelations were more scandalous than others, they all shed light on the challenges faced by the royals in maintaining their public image and the delicate balance between privacy and transparency. So, what are your thoughts on these royal staff members turning against the British royals? Do you think their actions were justified, or did they cross a line? Leave your opinions in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more engaging content. Until next time, bye!